Hello everyone, please welcome and join me easy steps of cooking Indian and Punjabi style. I'm going to prepare today appetizer. It's going to be a pork appetizer. This can be served anytime except the breakfast. You can eat in afternoon, evening, even at night. I'm going to use a pork. I have nice chunks of pork, but I'm going to make it let me zoom in. It's a pork meat, and I'm going to make it little thin slices, and then I'm going to use 2 green pepper, and in this one I'm going to cut green pepper as thin as possible. Then I'm going to use ginger. That ginger I'm going to take a long slices. 1 onion, long slices. I'm going to cook this one into a little bit in olive oil. Once it's cooked, I'm going to put my onion in there. It's going to be just like a saute. And then I'm going to use my secret ingredient, no potato, okay? And it will be a delicious. It can be eaten. Kids loves it. Even myself, I'm very fond of those appetizers. And I'm going to share with you. Yeah, I'm done with my preparation, and I'm going to share with you real quickly. This is what I meant that you really need, if I can close in, that the green pepper, you really need a small thin slices. And the garlic, it's again choice. That's why I didn't bring it in the first place, but I decided that I'm going to use some garlic too. And ginger, like in thin slices. Same thing with the onion. It's going to be real thin slices. When you're going to pick it up, it's going to be like a small pieces. This is all my stuff done. I had already washed the meat, kind of shaken up. So I'm going to go on my pan, put my olive oil. I'm going to do it. It's real easy, quick dish. And it's appetizer, and it's going to taste good. I'm going to show it to you. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to turn my gas. And you want to keep this on a high. You want to cook it on a high gas. I'm going to add some olive oil. Not too much. It's a good size. So I'm going to share with you that I'm going to close in, and I'm going to show you right now. It's just we started. It's going to take. It's going to be quick. It's a few minutes. I'm just going to add some salt on it. Very important. I'm going to share with you that all the ingredients, the time we need to put it in. As soon as my meat going to start, because it's going to be a little bit of water inside because I washed it. And once the water is out, then it's important. I'm going to cook my garlic along with it. The garlic flavor is too strong. It gives you like a nutty flavor when you eat it. So once we're going to cook with it, it will evaporize. So there will be no garlic smell. As for ginger, just a little bit later, I'm going to add that in. Then I'm going to cook ginger along with my meat. Once that one is get a little bit done, then I'm going to add my peppers. You don't want to add peppers at the beginning because the peppers are real cut in thin slices. They're going to get burned, and they will going to look all black all over the place. Onions, you don't want to put it in at all. You want it to have your meat ready. Once the meat is ready, then you put the onion. And basically you put the onions. I'm going to share with you how I'm going to do it. I'm not going to mix my onions in there. Basically I'm going to bring my meat on the side. I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil, saute my onion, then I'm going to mix it together. So once it's mixed, then I'm going to add my secret ingredient. Another one, I'm going to add the sesame seeds. That's going to give a good look of this appetizers. That one we need to add a little bit more amount. Then I'm going to keep this meat as for my salt, and I'm not going to use too much masalas and all that stuff. I'm going to keep the natural flavor. No turmeric, no nothing whatsoever. I'm going to add black pepper and definitely cumin seed, jeera, and salt. Those are the things I can add right now, and then this will be prepared soon. If you start seeing, let me close in. We just turn the gas on. Already start coming out a little bit of water and oil. So this is dish can be done in like 5 minutes. It can be prepared. So let me add my salt, and again the salt is according to your taste, how much you want. And it's very important, salt you don't use too much if you have high blood pressure. And especially in my family, I'm a little bit hot tempered, so I try to keep my hand tight on my salt, so I don't add salt too much. And the black pepper, I like it. So it's again, add according to your taste. And in this cooking, I'm going to bring my magic spoon. So it's good to mix it together with 2 spoons. Once you mix it, as soon as the water right now is leaving the water, if you look at that's the water coming out because I just washed it. It's a good idea you wash it before the preparation, like an hour or so. But this one is a fresh meat, still I washed it. And then it's more dry, then you don't have to worry too much. So as soon as it start cooking, it will change the color, and as I said, I want to keep the original color, and I'm going to share you once it's gonna be a few minutes.
Go.
Yeah, let me zoom in and I'll show it to you in a couple of minutes. The meat is already almost ready. There is no more water. You can start seeing the olive oil. So now it's the time for me to add garlic. As I said, I'm going to bring my middle clean. I'm going to add that garlic right there, and I'm just going to cook real quick in that oil. So once this one is like a little bit cooked, and now I'm going to leave my gas high. So like it's half a minute, we cooked it already. I'm going to add my ginger right now. So if we add these items at the same time, then they won't give us the taste what we really wanted or the performance of this dish. Because as soon as we put the onions in there, onions are more of a water base. It's going to give you more water, and they're going to look more mushy. And I want something this to be like a appetizer, means that it's a really solid base thing. They stand alone. When you eat it, you just grab with a fork, or even you're using your fingers, you just grab it and put it in the mouth, rather than something you are looking like a gravy thing with a spoon. So let me close in real quick, and I can show you that this is how the garlic is looking right now. As I said, I'm going to keep the original everything color, but if you have to make it more exciting of this dish, then I would say that rather than using a turmeric, you use that the color which I shared you in my other cookings. If we can add that little bit right now here, not too much. If I can zoom in and you can take a look. And what I'm going to do in order to mix that, I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil up there. If you see that how it's gonna go, and this will bring the coloring, because the color you're gonna get from the turmeric, that's the color you don't want. Something you want a different color. You wanted to bring like a spice into your food, you know. It make it more exciting, more presentable, more in see, if you start seeing how the color is start looking beautiful, as soon as I'm gonna mix it, it's gonna blend with it, it's gonna look beautiful. This is already started looking mouth-watering, and it's a really good appetizer. Kids loves it. I mean, I will tell you one thing, that as soon as we're gonna put it in plate, they're gonna get vanished just like that. This won't stay in a plate for too long, because they are real small thin slices. And see how it starts turning out beautiful. Now it's my time to add my pepper. I'm gonna add my pepper. Pepper, you want it to just spread over top of the meat, and while it's there, I'm going to mix it. Why I'm saying you don't want to cook it, you want a little bit bitterness, you know, when you're eating something like this, because spices brings the taste, and you don't want it to add too much, then it will be a turn off. So everything in moderation is the perfection of the cooking. And let me do this, and then I'll come back to you with the onions. Yeah, I'm almost ready for my onion, and I'm bringing my meat on the side. So a little bit oil coming in the middle. So this is the time to add, since the meat is cooked like 90 to 95%. And now I'm gonna bring my onion in there. And once I'm gonna put my onion, I'm just gonna give like a minute or so. As soon as onion turns its their color, they tends to turn into a little bit, you know, like doing saute, and then you mix it, and it will be a delicious item. See, let me zoom in how the onion look like. You know, it's already looking beautiful. See, that's one of the things I was saying, you don't want to mix it. Now is a perfect time. This is good enough. This is like a 30 second or something. We did it. Now I can mix with it. You want the onion to stay as firm as possible, because then you will enjoy that part. You don't want to cook onion too much. And now I'm going to put into, this is pretty much done. I'm going to put into my pan. And as I mentioned, the cilantro, without cilantro, the cooking seems incomplete. That brings the not only outlook, it brings the flavor, it brings that nice smell, aroma into the air, and it looks nice. So let me do that, and I will come back to you. Yeah, I'm going to add my sesame seed. So that seed, you don't want a little bit, you want actually more than too much. So I'm going to put pretty much in there. So they are basically coated, each piece is going to be coated with the sesame seed. So when we're going to put it in a plate or going to eat, they're going to look real nice. Let me put it in a plate and come back to you. I'm going to add some cilantro. In this case, cilantro, you don't want too much, very little amount. I just cut a little bit. So this one just brings the closing look of this dish. And I think this will be good enough. And I'm going to taste it, and I'm going to share with you that how it tastes. I'll give you my honest opinion. See, if I can zoom in, see, this is what I was saying. You don't want onion to put it before. You want onion to stand its own ground. This is the ginger I was talking about. So if I take, I'm gonna taste it. As for garlic or green pepper, since they're cut in so thin slices, it's hard to figure out where they are. As for ginger, you want it to stand out. I'm gonna try. You can use a sauce, hot sauce, ketchup, anything with this, or you can eat it just like this. Perfect. Chili on a little bit high note. Again, it can be a little bit hot for me, not for anybody else. Chilies you again learn with each batch. The chilies I got today, I put the 2 and they are really hot, so I have to make sure that my other cooking, I have to step down on chilies a little bit, but it's good. Onion, perfect, flawless, beautiful, nice, smooth flavor. Ginger, best. The thin slices brings that flavor in your mouth. Even you are not a ginger eater, such a good taste of flavoring on your tongue. The time you think it's too bitter for you, it's already gone inside. That's what is the cooking all about. If you just cut your ginger big pieces, it won't be a good idea. And I really appreciate for watching my easy steps of cooking Indian Punjabi style with the pork appetizers. And thank you again. And I'm going to see you again with the new dish, with the new secret ingredients. And thanks again. Bye-bye.